Every step I take is with my gauge. I'm selling dope, I can't live on fucking minimum wage. A young black man, and you know what that means, G. A hard life, and ain't nobody hiring me. Too black, too strong for this fucking little system, man. No Uncle Tom, so I'm fucking up that little plan. So fucking scared that I might just up and retaliate. You ask me why, should my heart be filled with hate? Motherfuck the past, talking about shit that's happening here today. I'm on my knees, oh Lord help me control this rage. I'm being teased like a beast, locked within a cage. They're setting traps, and almost killed me twice, you see. They won't feel safe till they got me hanging from a tree. I'm still running, but I got the Lord on my side. Pour drink on the corner for my homies that have fought and died. Ain't nothing changed, I still live my life in fear. I ask you God, where we go from here? From here.
What's up, everybody? This T.O.G and Barilla, man.
What's going on? How everybody doing?
What
man?
it do?
Yeah, man. It's all on the popping.
Back another week, man.
Another week, man. You know, we're doing like that every time. And we get here every week to do the same thing.
Month to month, man.
Yeah,
Under the palm tree, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's almost spring break for us.
Oh, sure. It feels like we're spring today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we just kicking. You know what I'm saying?
So, you know what I'm saying? Thanks to everybody for joining us, man.
Yeah, thank you. Come on in.
Yeah, come on in.
Join the discussion.
Join this conversation.
Yeah, let's see where we go with it and how we can build from it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? This is how this thing go. Each one teach one. You feel?
Yeah. So you know how we always kick it off, man. How your week was?
Man, my week been great, man. I got a couple more clients. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with people. I'm doing what I really feel like I'm called to do. I'm I get it when you can help somebody. When somebody's let me show you. My week is like this. I sit and I listen.
Okay.
And as I listen, I watch people basically almost answer their own questions. They just need to talk it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just listen. Every now and then I interject. And every now and then I might give them a speech because it hit me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, as I learn to love more and more, it gives me an empathy toward that situation to make me want to be and understand this person and grow. And not just grow for myself, but want this person to grow also. So, man, what I do is fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? If I could do it for free, I would.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. So, you know, I really don't.
Don't let them hear that.
Don't. You know, that is me talking out of passion and love.
I try to make it work for free.
You be looking for me.
You said.
If. You know, that's not that if.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allegedly.
No, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I enjoy what I do. I enjoy watching people. Man, look, today a guy said, man, I wish I had met you early. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like he went through everything within his memory decks and saw places that if he hadn't met me, and that's fulfilling to just be that type of person that can be a listening ear and encouraging. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage y'all to interact with us on this podcast, and as we move forward, we're gonna learn and grow together. You know what I'm saying? We got other things coming. You know what I'm saying? Right now we sitting back chilling, and that's why I love my week. You know what I'm saying? What about you?
That's why I love them all.
I love them.
Go back to that. Yeah. Oh man, my week. You know what? Let me see. How can I sum it up? Man, God in the blessing business.
Oh man, what? Stop.
God in the blessing business.
Don't tell them the truth now. Don't tell them the truth.
You know, I see turnaround. Prosperity. Growth. Learning from mistakes. Things just, you know, is stuff starting to lay out a little bit better. You know, it ain't as stressful as it was. You know how you can see the picture clear now. You can see it a little better. I don't know. They say you want to make God laugh. Tell me your plans.
Yeah.
And I think that had a lot to do with what was going on. How you we'll try to make plans, but that ain't God plan.
True, true.
So
I mean, but it's only in our nature to try to create the
mhm,
things that we see for ourselves. Now, that's part of him, and that's why he understands that because he put that in us.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Everything that's out here around us that was created by us was
mhm,
created through the thought, and that thought became manifestation. So as we grow and learn, you start, and it's a learning process.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? We got kids out here, going through their things, shooting and all this old stuff here, because they won't sit down and actually learn.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? We didn't have all them problems. We had problems. I don't think we didn't have
Mm,
problems. Our share of different things.
yeah.
But we would sit down and listen. We like being around the older folks. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I had this conversation before we came over here. We were talking to our middle girl, Jordan. We had this conversation about how things were when we were younger, how it's so different now. Things that y'all do now that we would have never could imagine. And I know times have changed, but what I'm saying, there's certain things. What happened? She would tell me about. Back in our day, we couldn't fathom you talking about you jumped on your grandparents.
Oh,
Well, you
what?
exactly, exactly. But that's what's happening in their generation where they like, well, if the grandparents are being mean to, I say you still don't put your hands on your grandparents or your parents. You walk away or whatever. So that's it's that mentality. I remember I meant to say something last week. I remember me and Jordan had this conversation last week, and she was saying that teachers shouldn't be able to discipline the children. I said, okay. I said, so if you got kids that are bad and teachers can't say nothing to the students, what type of school you think that's going to be?
This was Jordan actually.
This what I'm telling her because she was like,
She didn't think.
she don't think it's unless the parent give the teacher permission to chastise or discipline their kid. A teacher should never be able to discipline the student. And I'm like, Jordan. I said, I was just letting her know how it was back in our day, and I know times have changed. I keep saying that, I know times have changed. Back in our day, and we were talking about this day. I said, back in our day, we had older teachers, number one. Our teachers more 40, 50. They more like mothers and grandparents teaching, then
We
taught
had
our.
we had some young ones now.
I mean, it was
We
rare.
had
We
some
had.
You think loud.
I'm talking about majority. Yeah,
Miss Talbot.
but I'm talking about majority. You had older teachers because when we went to school, we had teachers that taught our parents. Was still there. Like, man, I taught your mom, or your uncles, your stuff like that. Back they don't have that nowadays. It's rare because their teachers normally 20, 30.
They sister, brother.
Exactly.
We had a different dynamic. See, our teachers were our auntie ages.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So they were still young, because
So
mama,
they
mama
caught
was
up in
young.
like fight with each other. It's like a tug of war. And now,
Who, the teachers?
yeah, because they almost each kids, or their age gap is not that big. So you catching
emotional maturity needs to be
it's just
somebody.
not because you catching somebody 21, 22 in a prime
Mhm.
teaching some eighth graders. Eighth graders smelling themselves, right?
And they seeing you get dropped off.
Oh, exactly. Good. All right. So my eighth grade, cause my middle girl in eighth grade. So they had a sub teacher, and she got dropped off at school, right, to teach. It was a sub teacher.
Mm.
She got dropped off, and say one of the kids, I guess, got into it, or the lady was trying to tell him something. The dude told her, I can't take you serious. I just saw you get dropped off by your mom.
He don't know who she got dropped off by.
Exactly, but this what I'm getting at. This how kids are talking to
Right.
the teachers. They don't have any type of respect for them, and then you telling me I can't say nothing back
Right.
or
That's crazy.
discipline. Like, how can you have school and a kid can disrupt class?
Right.
Ain't nothing you can say to them. Because you in jeopardy, you might lose your job.
I mean, first and foremost, in my thing, this if I ran the school,
Mhm.
I would have the parent to come into the school, number parent and teacher, and have conversations with the teachers.
Okay.
And then, you know what I'm saying, as they have conversation with the teacher, build rapport. You know, I do this for time. How you get to feel comfortable with a parent. Now the teacher couldn't touch the child, but a parent should be able to pick one teacher that's in that school. Now each parent can pick their own damn teacher.
Okay.
And when they pick that teacher, they feel that will be fair, it will be just about disciplining their child. You know what I'm saying? Not because, you know, the thing is, you don't know what these teachers doing somewhere else. So you have to pick you one. And that child know that this teacher has this one teacher, Mister, has the right to discipline you how I want you to be disciplined in this school. And he has the right, she has the right to watch you, check your grade, whatever, you know what I'm saying, if that teacher accepts it. And a mentor, you put school counselor like that. Because if you try to get the people that work there to do it, it's gonna be hard. Because they're trying to teach and do disciplinary thing. We have hall monitors, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You have guidance counselors. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff used to be in school. Isn't there now?
No, I mean you got that in there, but they took the discipline out of school. You can't discipline. You gotta think about it. You almost can't discipline at home.
You know what I'd be doing then? You can't do it at home.
Boy, they can call 911 on you. On your kid. If your kid gets slick enough and be like, call 911 on you, man, you're going to jail for this one.
Or if a teacher sees something like I pulled Asa up one day and sent him to school.
Yeah, it's community talk.
It's community talk.
Yeah, it's just community talk, and the teacher noticed and filed a report. Like I had to have DHR come to my. It was a whole thing because he had a red mark on his shoulder here, and the way his shirt was, they could see that red mark on his shoulder. And the teacher asked him what happened, and he was like, "I got a whooping this morning before school."
Yeah, and I mean it goes on all around. That's what I'm saying. People be in fear of. All right, so number one, you're in fear of losing your job. The lady said on radio this morning on Rick and Smiley show. The lady said she had been teaching for 20 years. A kid got disrupted with her or whatever, and say she didn't say she hit him. She said she disciplined him, said something to him, whatever. She lost her job. She can't teach no more. And that's one thing. You can't, number one, you got some kids that come from rough houses. Like they doing this at home. They talking crazy to their mom, their dad, or whatever. They doing this at home. So what do you think they're gonna do when they get to school? Ain't nothing you can do with them. Then they know the game. I know you can't say or touch me. So what you gonna do? These kids are talking back to them teachers just like that. What you gonna do?
Well, all I can say is
the teacher broke a leg because teacher grabbed it. They had a video on TikTok or something where the girl was talking crazy to the teacher, and the teacher was fussing with her, and they didn't know. They wrapped up, and the teacher got at them, and the teacher broke her leg. Touching with that girl. Yeah, man, I was going there, man.
Y'all should have some teachers on.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah. Talk to teachers.
Okay, we got a comment. All right, we got the truth with Amy. She said, one of my children went and told the school that I hit him with a broom, the plastic one. I just didn't go to the police department when they called me and told them where they could go and take him with them, and they left me alone. Scott, you crazy. But I can remember when this was starting. We was coming into teenage, and I remember our next door neighbor called the police on our mom getting ready to discipline one of the brothers. And the police came down, and we might have been 12, 11, in that range. Police came. And she was like, and what? I'm finna whip his butt, right? You know what I'm saying? So I can remember when all this started, where you couldn't discipline your kids. I was like, man, it's great. I mean, they took it out of school. You took private school. You took discipline out of school. I mean, then you wonder why you got all this craziness going on in the schools, and then you get the mass shootings in the schools. You get, I mean, you got all type of stuff going on.
So what about the house?
Man, if your kid get bucked, if your kid get wild enough and call the police on you and say, my mom or dad just did this to me, they're coming to pick you up. I'm just telling you. That's if your kid make that call.
I mean, why would your kid want to make a call like that?
You got something with
Yeah,
him. Just being spiteful.
Okay, but it's not just that kid being spiteful. It's something that brought him to that spite, ain't it? He just wake up one day, say, "I'm just gonna get my mama."
No, just
the person who feed me, take care of me.
No, he's talking about getting with it.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, then this type of animosity have to build up to come to spite.
What I'm saying, you got a kid that's kind of left and right. You gotta, I don't know what I'm doing to the kid type, and you gotta, stay on them. And you mess around and put your hands on them, them motherfuckers get spiteful and call the police. They'll come to see about you.
I hear you, but I believe households need more.
Right.
I believe it started there. Me personally, I just believe that I'm looking at certain households that have these same age kids that's living in the household, and they know everything about what they can do, what they can't, but they're not doing it. So it's because of the love in the household, the discipline without putting your hands on somebody. It's a ways to discipline people without touching nobody.
Yeah,
kids misunderstand before they understand.
Exactly.
A kid may just not want to get in trouble, so they call the police. Oh, I'm gonna call the police. If you hit me, you hit me, I'm gonna call the police so they don't get hit again, without really understanding the ramifications.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't understand it. And so my thing in our community,
you got
that's a saying I'm gonna call the police is like a curse word. That's like a
not like a death sentence.
Exactly. Like
I mean,
in our community, a woman or a kid don't say I'm gonna call the police on you.
Yeah, you over.
It's like what?
I holler at you.
Exactly.
If you not okay, you gotta worry about.
You can do everything, so call the police on you.
Man, listen,
you got some comments.
Okay. All right. Okay, Amy's got. All right. Amy said the police and the DHR has been called on me by my kids. Kids are manipulative. She said, get a high functioning ADHD kid that know their rights, baby. That's what I'm saying. You got some money, they know it's certain things, and they know that. So if they know it at home, you better know they know it at school. You can't touch me. I can say what I want.
Where they get it from? I just can't get over the way they're getting it from. I mean,
the phone's different now,
right? And where they getting it from?
TV phones, all on the social media.
No, you get what I'm saying. Where they getting it from?
Well, I mean, you saying the parents.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
The parents might like that.
That's what I'm just looking at the fact that this person got all this going on. Where they get it from?
Yeah, they learn from something. Yeah.
I mean, the fruit don't fall far.
Yeah.
I mean, so we can sit and say the kids, but what the parents doing?
Yeah. And like I was telling Joe earlier, I said, man, we just as kids, we knew what not to do. We knew what not to do. And I was telling her, I said, you could, if your teacher called home and said you did this, you couldn't even say that lady lying on you, because most parents are like, oh, you calling this lady, you calling her daughter a liar. You know what I'm saying? Back in them days, you couldn't. It's all like, damn, I gotta take this goddamn woman for this.
Right.
It was like, I got bad shit. Like real talk, man. You get
yeah.
But shit, nowadays, if a kid come back and tell their parents, the parents come to the school, big boy.
So basically, you saying this is what I'm hearing now. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing you saying kids that's going through abusive relationship with their parents and get tired of being beat on, get tired of being hurt or telling.
Yeah.
I tell you too, if you whipping me like that.
Yeah. I mean, and they using that. They know that.
But what I'm saying is, if the kid feel like he got to do this and this and that because the parents putting their hands on, how often is the parent putting their hand on?
You got some.
And they're right.
You got some.
I think there are other situations where, children are children. You maybe you spanking them, maybe you're punishing them, maybe you got them doing extra chores, but
and they don't like it.
Are you talking to them about it? Are you looking at their feelings? Are you saying, hey, okay, now look, you were wrong, right? Do you understand what's wrong about this? And they probably said no. Okay, so tell me what's right about it. And you talk to them and you see where they're going, what they're thinking about. I mean, parents take, and I'm the wrong person to say, but I know what I didn't have. Okay, I can't tell you what I've done because I ain't been out here parenting nobody because I ain't been here.
Mhm.
But I know what I missed from what I had to deal with. And I miss you just talking to me about what I need to talk about.
Yeah.
If I'm doing something wrong, talk to me about it. Don't hit me in my damn mouth.
Yeah. And see, back in, you gotta think, we had a lot of that back in our day. It was like, you did, the parent, back in our day, majority of the time, parents always right.
Not the majority. Shit.
Always.
Always and forever.
That's what I'm saying.
But Connie would. I put it like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Connie always right now.
Oh.
So, I mean, what did you think?
Yeah, so I mean, it's like whatever you say, it doesn't even matter. Your feelings don't matter
at all.
It's what I say. It's what I say goes.
That's it.
You do as I say, not as I do.
Get your ass
we all got
out.
that. So if people still raising kids like that, so you gotta think a lot of kids gonna be like, be rebellious. They don't even know me, and you gotta take time out to get to know these kids. I'm telling you, you can't be. I put food on the table. I pay mortgage. I put the roof over your head, and that's it. Man, you got to talk to these kids. You got to love them. It's so much. It's so much.
I mean, this is beautiful. I love talking about because I met this one mother one time, and she came up on the rough side of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't play with her folks, right? Listen, dude used to be looking at me like, man, you ain't gonna say that. But I couldn't. I ain't laughing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I try to talk to him. At that time, I'm young too, though. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I don't know how crazy this was. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want, because we really not dealing with each other, but we know each other. You know what I'm saying? You know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So I come over there and I be like, oh, blah 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 blah. And she'll do her little thing. He be looking like, And I used to be like, man, because I remember, now I ain't never been in that situation because mama didn't play that. Mm-hmm. I was more, make sure everything's straight. I got more of a discipline type like childhood. Yeah. Okay, kind of on her thing, but a lot of these kids, a lot of kids that are having kids really don't know how to talk to them and talk to things. I mean, it's hollering. And then
I called a woman had 3 kids, and I happened to be in Walmart. Go figure. She sat there and dog cussed her daughter in front of everybody loudly, and I'm like, I just rolled on by like. And I'm talking about she didn't stop. Okay, yeah, she didn't stop. She ate her alive, and I was like, Lord have mercy. The kid feels so bad. You know what I'm saying? The kid, you can tell her whole demeanor dropped. And I'm like, you could eat. Like, sometimes you'll wait till you get in the car. I goddamn tell you. You know what I'm saying? Right, eat you alive in the car, not in front of everybody. I mean, you just don't know how far kids are take that, and I always remember how my mama just.
But see, it's a thing too. It's what you do. See, you cannot, and I just can't. This just came to me. You can't teach kids in this era like you taught us, because if we knew about guns, bombs, trains, and all this internet stuff, it might be some dead mamas and dad too. Because we just sat in the room, been like, I'll kill her right now. Yeah, right now. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? We done did that too now, but we didn't have the opportunity to do none of this other stuff because wasn't none of this other stuff around. So we sitting saying what we wouldn't have done. We had to learn how to endure the pain. You know what I'm talking about?
I just said, don't get me wrong, my kids are great and turned out pretty decent, but they hated to be disciplined. I mean, most kids are. I mean, I don't know a kid that want to be disciplined. I mean, I want my mama to whoop me and be put on punishment.
Okay, let's ask the kids. If you don't want to be disciplined, what do you want? Because see, we grew up being disciplined. Understand that discipline brings you to a better and higher plateau. But what do kids want if they don't want to be disciplined? If they don't want to be respectful? If they don't want, what do you want?
I think, me personally, like Me, I would have took a whipping versus a punishment.
Off the top.
I'll take a whipping for
Last
me
right
than
there.
last long.
Yeah.
Like I could take a whipping and walk right out of it. Like, what's
Yeah.
that? You already know. Like, for me, now that discipline, talking about punishment, because we actually now me coming up, we got punished. You had to be on punishment for a C for 6 weeks. If you made a C, I was always punished 6 weeks.
Couldn't talk on the phone.
Couldn't talk on the phone. Couldn't go out nowhere. You had to go to school, come straight home, do your homework. You been in the house 6 weeks. They told me how long it take you to make that grade. It's gonna be that long to come up off of it. And I used to get punished off of back then we got conduct grade. I made a 78 or 79 in conduct. I got AAB all day. The conduct killed me all day. Be on roll. I didn't make it. So I'm punished off of conduct. So I take whooping.
My thing is when it comes down to how do we change the dynamic of what's going on and bring it to a place where we can all, work together. Because if we don't find out what the children want, what we want, and what the parents need, and how we can change certain laws that handcuff the parent, you know what I'm saying? We can sit and talk about it and say that's what the kids don't do, and we'll be talking about it. We got no tooth for none of us, and then the people behind us still be talking about it. But what can we do to make some changes in that would help parents and students and teachers in our neighborhood and communities to help it grow, to bring a more conducive relationship? You know what I'm saying?
Number one, communication.
Exactly. That's what
parent got to communicate.
I mean, and they got to communicate throughout. Yeah. One thing I believe that was really big, and I'm gonna stay elementary. Basically, it was bigger than high school, because the more you went out into the world, the less you saw that really nucleus of unity. But in elementary school, all the teachers basically knew the parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you came in here, this person was and everybody lived right around their little nucleus neighborhood. Okay, so when you branched out, you met new people and then spread out within high school.
Yeah.
But you basically had a rapport with the teachers through the people that left from high school before you, that were your kinfolk.
Yeah.
Okay, that still has to be going, I think. I believe, but I don't know. I don't know how
it's still going on. They're just like with our kids. Jalen was the oldest kid that went to the school all the kids go to now.
Right.
So they remember Jay.
Right.
And they be like, okay, they know our kids at the Robinson clan. Like,
okay.
It's a bunch of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So it still goes on, but I'm just saying by the rules and stuff being changed.
And I get that.
Just
I say, if you consider yourself a good parent, good student, good teacher, if you consider yourself, you know what I'm saying, a bad, whatever, you know what I'm saying, getting together and talking about it and exchanging ideas on how to make community and home life better.
Prime example, I'm gonna give you. It happened with us. Our baby girl, Jaden, was an A student. A student. She got to 6th grade, and it seemed like she didn't like school no more. And she was having it tough in the beginning. Grades dropped. Shit, man, Tank. I mean, Jaden was making 30s and 40s on tests. We was like, what the hell going on, Tank? And she was just in that mood like she didn't care. I don't know. So when she got a book card, because our thing for our household, no C's. You can't bring a C in this house. So we don't do the whooping. So we took a phone. We took the device. Came in on the phone. So boom. Later on, and I actually use a phone. So later on, I don't know, something just kicked in gear. I'm gonna fuck me straight ass. She told me the other day, she said, Daddy, we get our report card April 6th. She would let me know I'm gonna get my phone back because her grades are far down. So she would let me know, like, but we sat down and talked. Even when, like, it seemed like we weren't getting to it, we talked some more. You don't have to beat on, like, whoop them and whoop them and whoop them and whoop them. Like, I don't know.
That's what I understood early in my life with my son, with Tim.
Mm-hmm.
I understood that he was gonna be his own person. When he listen, when I understood he was gonna be, we were playing one time. We messing around, we wrestling. He might have been 3, maybe 4. he might have been 5. He might be 5. So we in that wrestling and thing, you know, he liked the wrestling thing. What does he do? Mortal Kombat type stuff. We doing all type of stuff. So look, I messed around and got up, pushed him out the way. Man, listen, he came back and slapped the shit out of him. What? I grabbed that little guy. I said, look, we through. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? That's what I knew. Cause he wasn't scared of me, you know what I'm saying? But he felt I got the best of him, so he wanted to go. I'm like to myself, okay, I'm not gonna play with you like that, cause you get animosity toward me playing, but you're serious.
Yeah.
You wanna beat me.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat me. You know what I'm saying? So you're mad because you can't beat me. So you get out of the confines of what we've been playing, because I could have been slapped your little ass. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? Just seeing that his mind working.
So let me ask you this. What advice or any words of encouragement would you give, say, to the teachers, what they're going through? Because I know it got to be a little hard for them or whatever.
I mean, it's divine. I mean, it's divine that you're there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, God is really working with y'all and push. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, it got to be.
I mean, y'all are the front line, really. And if don't nobody tell you, let me tell you. Mm-hmm. You are the ones that's gonna make our future better. And it's gonna be hard for a minute, but it's gonna get better as we get more involved. Yeah. And if you can just hold on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I'm like, how can the parents be mad with the teachers? They got your kids more than you got.
Exactly. So we just gotta get behind and help them.
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta push that, because I mean they cornerstones, and why they don't, you know, and I can't. There's nothing you can really pay a teacher that will compensate what she does or what he does. Yeah. It's really nothing you can pay.
No monetary value.
Okay, not our teachers. You know what I'm saying? That people that want to see, you know, the people in this community, which black, white, red, brown don't make no difference. That want to see the community move forward in the best of what we are. Mm-hmm. Okay, those people, you got to back them. Because we're not trying to put anybody here, anybody there. We're just trying to build a United States, to me, that can be unified somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I mean, without that, shit fall.
Yeah. And I want to give some encouragement and little words of advice to parents dealing with the kids. My wife, she do a amazing job with the kids. For schooling, like. You know, schooling can't be just going to school. It got to be schooling after school. I mean, do these parents checking to see what their kids doing? What's the little app you have to go into and check all this stuff, baby? Dojo. My wife be on it like daily, every other day. She go check their grades. She make sure to see what they got to do. You know, she'll ask them. And she'll check to see if they lying, you know, all that. You can check up behind the kids. Are you and these kids live checking on this stuff?
And to me, that just showing that, to me, first is being attentive. But it's also to me, she's looking and checking what their character are. You know, if you got one that'll tell one, you want to know she'll tell one or he'll tell one.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when they get, like, you know, I had to learn Asa. And Tim. Yeah. Okay. I know Tim would put you on hold, be telling you this and that, and they ain't even do that. Yeah. And Asa will tell a fantastic lie, but you be like, yeah, what? Wow. Yeah. And next thing you know, you know what I'm saying? But that's they building their character. Yeah.
And they gotta, you know, our parents got to keep it going. You know, teacher only do so much. You got to do your part at home to keep it instilled in them, because. Man, I mean, Tanya shit, man, from Jay on down. I mean, Tanya shit started with them when they were kids, teaching them stuff young. So when they went to Head Start, they already knew their stuff or whatever, and she did it for each child on down. So I know she stayed on it. She told me this morning, I'm taking her to work, and she showed me, hey, baby, you get me home. You need to go over this with JC on. I'm like, I got you. So she owned it. Parents need to be on it, though. Real talk.
I mean, that's what parenting is. Yeah. I know it's hard now when you. I mean, cause I'm gonna give y'all flower, because y'all go through. You know, hey,
go through it.
I'm talking about now. I know parents that do way less struggling at times. You know what I'm saying? Way less, but don't have the discipline to do that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we don't give the parents or the couples the jewels or the flowers they're supposed to get because we take for granted that they doing it, or we either so negative in our looking at each other that we want to see people going through shit.
My hands go off to single parents that's
actually
doing that with multiple kids. Man, what are we talking about? Man,
I'm like, ain't you get one with some real ADHD going on?
Yeah, and you got
he's smart.
Yeah. So my hands go.
Look at her. I know she was amen, baby. Amen. I know. That's right.
So I'm
now, this dude, he's smart and he will. Young, he's better now, but young. 14, 15.
So speaking on that, so we're gonna go into sports. I want to talk about some sports.
Okay, come on. We just got to do a word to the wise.
Yeah, words to the wise. Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to sports and culture.
So I'm a bridge it. So I'm gonna bridge it to the sports. Like, so it bothers me sometimes when I see these guys in sports. And it's not a racist thing. It's just when I see our top sports players, say they've been with Shanae shit all their life. Shanae done gave them everything they wanted, help them, get them on their feet. Motherfuckers get up there and ball out, and next thing you know, they drop Shanae and go find another race. And this is the problem I be having because I remember when you talk about a single parent struggling, doing whatever, they do all they can to take care of their children plus help build a man. Then they put them to the side and then they be talking about, well, you got an angry black woman. Well, hell, I see why they're angry. You know what I'm saying? So that's what.
I don't see why they're angry.
Shit, I mean, bro.
My thing is, you chose these people.
I be saying.
I mean, you can give a lot of things to naivety and growing up, but when you get to a point where you're an adult, now there's still a lot of growing you can do and gonna do. But at some point in time, you got to take accountability for what you have done and what you have chosen. I mean, I know some women that might have chose bad dudes, but they didn't stay at that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they moved forward. I mean, I know some people that they didn't know how they were gonna even move. Do this, do that. Women, single parent household.
Yeah.
I know, man, and they don't even understand how like their children really idolize them. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I'm sitting here watching certain kids idolize this person for understanding the strength that they really seeing, not really knowing exactly what they're going through, but understanding the strength. And they take a strength, male or female, to stand in those lines. But people have to grow up and just start making choices that are gonna be beneficial to themselves, man.
In the long term, yeah.
I mean, let's just stop. I mean, yeah, you make bad choices and things happen. But do you have to continue to make these babies?
You ain't got to.
I'm just trying, because I know I made some bad ones.
Man, check it out. Have you heard anything what's been going on with Ja Morant? All right, so he one of the top NBA players. They doing a little dance behind him. They call it the gritty or whatever. He do a little dance. All the little players do the little dance. Right? So he one of the faces of the NBA. So I think he's 23. Motherfucker got 200 signed for 240 something million. 23. So now so they called him. He went on Instagram and waved a gun on IG Live. I don't think he was at a strip club. I think he was in a car or something. They got been playing a basketball game. So now he already had been in a little trouble where he was playing pickup basketball against a 17-year-old, and I think the guy hit him in the mouth or something. You know how you and say Ja Morant went and got a pistol and flashed a pistol on the little boy or whatever, showing him, hey, this ain't what you want type stuff. So my thing is, what is going on? And they suspended him for 2 games of brandishing the gun. and to suspend him for 2 games. He said, he under a lot of pressure where he gonna go, go talk to somebody who need help or whatever. But I'm saying, that's one of my gripes is our kids be so young and they get that type of money and get up there and start messing up. And I know they're young. They still kids. Man, you put that type of money in kids' hands, man.
Man, you know how many young guys have been to the league in places, had money, and have not?
Yeah.
Okay, in comparison to the ones they want to broadcast.
Yeah.
Okay, same way you broadcast this young man for making a mistake as young men would do, which we all have as young men and women. Okay, but theirs is being publicized, broadcast, made a big mockery of.
Yeah.
We don't have to go with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what these folks trying to do to them. And basically, I think what they're trying to do is douse his marketability.
Exactly.
Okay, because they see the trend coming and they want to control that. To me, that is my opinion. Yeah. Allegedly, whatever you got to put with it.
I see it too.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as this young man and his talent, what he can do that anywhere. Mm-hmm. See that's what we don't understand.
Not the endorsements and all that stuff.
Now. I mean, my nigga, we ain't got nothing, but you can endorse. I help us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, it's things we can do with each other.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I love my wife. We love some Deion Sanders, man. The way he go about it. I was watching him. So the thing just went down with him where he had made a statement.
About the parents. Man, come on.
I think we just getting too soft. Like you can't say nothing. No.
Listen, wait a minute now. First we have to really, really, really let's look at it. Who is really pushing that narrative? Bro, we know us who are us know what he was saying. Mm-hmm. So if we're not pushing the narrative, who is? Yeah. Stop talking about what they're talking about. Why is this narrative being pushed? Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, it could be that's more than we push it. That's why we don't need to push none. Yeah. We need to look at what we trying to do, who we are, and find out what you mean by that? What you saying? I mean, before we jump on something.
I mean, he said it up pretty. I mean, he ain't lying. He said real. If you talk about a defensive player in the trenches, he want somebody that I'm doing this for mama. He gonna go all out. A single parent, he know that guy gonna go do whatever it takes to win, cause he trying to please mama. He trying to go get that bread to be able to take care of mama. That's the only. And he was just saying with offensive lineman, he said with a 2-parent home, he know they gonna protect. They're gonna protect the quarterback. They for protect. He was just breaking it down. And so I was like, are we serious? We really debating this?
Man, listen, all that is a theory that he came up with that fits what his philosophy.
Yeah.
Okay. The same kid in a 2-parent household can be just as vicious as a kid in a 1-parent household. Mm-hmm. The same kid in a 1-parent household can be just as intelligent and disciplined as one. These are different individuals.
Yeah. He
just gave you a scenario the way as he meet the kids and diagnose what he's seeing. Yeah. This is how he break it down. And to me, it's hypothetical. Yeah, it's not even real. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
so do you know Daniel Jones?
Who is Daniel Jones?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So they gave Daniel Jones 4-year contract, 104 million. No, 140.
Is quarterback in New York.
Yes.
Okay.
$140 million. What? How much guaranteed was it? Was it 40 something? 49 million guaranteed. So that was, hey, when I said Daniel Jones, you like, who is Daniel Jones?
Yeah, I just had
Lamar Jackson. You know Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay. Lamar ain't got his contract yet.
I thought they franchise tagged him.
Yeah, they just did it. What I'm saying, they ain't gave him a contract.
But see, Jones just getting the same contract with the team he been with.
I mean, Lamar didn't get his with the same thing.
I mean, they looking to go somewhere else, I guess. So
the point I'm getting at, Lamar been MVP of the league. Mm-hmm. How you give a So a guy you barely know ain't winning. I mean, shit. What the Johnson did in the last 3 years.
Well, you know, I always think when they say it like this: one man trash, another man trash. You know,
And so the franchise tag they put on Lamar, you know he can shop around now.
yeah, they just got to meet that price. Yeah.
So I will bun them. Then I bun them. I bun them. Boy, stop. You ain't gonna tell me I'm finna come play for you. Dude, they ain't got a bunch of talent on offense as it is.
Who talking about the Ravens?
No, man, they don't put nothing around that dude to win. They doing him just like they did Cam Newton. That's how they did Cam. They didn't put no talent around him on the offense. But he doing all that. Dude went out there, hurt himself the same way with Cam. He did the same thing. Body beat up, all that, winning.
Okay, see, you know what be getting me about this is that, okay, this ain't just started, right?
No.
So somebody been promising some, or somebody ain't listening, or something ain't, because if this ain't just started, and he been playing now for about 4, 5 years. Okay, I mean, and they ain't putting nobody around, but they must just been stringing them along. But why would they do that? Maybe they had some busted contracts. You know what I'm saying?
Superman.
I mean,
Lamar.
I mean, it's too much science out there to even think that we gonna keep doing it like that.
Lamar, go to Miami Dolphins.
Man, you campaigning for God. Man,
No,
I thought you talking about some real sports, man.
No, they've been talking about trading. They talking about shit. Miami talking about getting him. There's been a talk now.
What Tua gonna do?
Tua the fuck? What? Stop. Tua, man, look.
Okay, I don't. Gonna drop Tua.
Man, shit, I'll drop him like a heartbeat.
We ain't talking about Lindale.
I'm just telling you.
We talking sports. They gonna drop Tua.
I would. If I was a GM, here's the thing. I'd say this from the get-go before they draft him. I said, if you draft this man, you're not going to win a championship. And I knew that because he stayed hurt in college. He don't have a big body, number one. Number two.
Hey, where you going?
Oh.
Don't make me come behind that damn mic.
Number two, he's sometimes he's a system. It had to be. He's not a legit. I'm telling you, I watch the game like this dude is not that dude. His shit ballooned. He got balloon stats. I'm just letting you know now.
But why would you go to Miami when Miami treat black folks like, you know what I'm saying? That's the franchise.
They do that all the pro, all the NFL teams.
So you don't, you know.
It ain't just Miami.
I ain't saying it's Miami, but Miami's got the hottest hand with dropping niggas and they trying to help motherfuckers.
Name one. You
the last 2 head coaches they fired.
You talking about that one black. They fired him.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
But look what all came with that.
What?
Losing game, don't do this, going. So why would I go into a place why would I go into a place that has the propensity to want to? Well, you fool me, got
Jerry Jones told you shit. Everybody got to stand. You better not kneel. You better not. When they were talking about the teams, because
I'm talking about what they got to do with winning. See,
no, I'm saying
they told them folks to lose games. To lose games.
I don't think they're the first team to do that.
I ain't saying they the first, but now we know that I'm a quarterback that won a championship, and I know they would throw games.
So what's the difference of staying in Baltimore and I know they ain't gonna go get me nothing to win?
I mean, it depends on what he wants.
This shit, I'm pretty sure he wants something to win. Who don't?
What do he know? We know, they know that'll win.
You're not going to get no top receivers. Number one, he don't have no top receiver to throw to. His best receiver is his tight end.
So but for a long time, Philadelphia best receiver, they tight end when Hurts was there.
Who?
Hurts. You remember Hurts?
Yeah.
When what that boy name that wanted folded in went to the championship?
They don't have receivers, man. They had little receivers, man. They
no names.
They did, man.
Who they had, bro? We had to look at. We gonna do this sports again, man.
They had a big receiver. You get it one.
Hurts was the man. Tight end.
He was a good tight end. They had another receiver too.
You can't remember. You remember Hurts, don't you?
I remember the tight end. I remember tight end. You still need a good tight end. What I'm saying, he don't have nobody else to go to. You gotta have one receiver. That's just like Dallas. You're a Dallas fan, right?
No.
You like Dallas?
Listen, let me show you about Dallas.
You ain't put Dallas down already, are you?
Already, man. Listen, I stopped watching football so long ago. I stopped fooling with Dallas when I saw. What? I know. Did I tell you?
But I don't think it would stay there when franchise.
Tony Pollard.
They had franchise.
He really didn't want to go nowhere for real, though.
But
he just got hurt.
I think he wants to be a starter at the same time.
Man, listen, man, Tony, you and Zeke go 1-1. Your career lasts long, and y'all make more yards. Don't worry about no record. Get us a championship. That's all I'm telling you. Work together.
Can't go get no players.
Work together. That's okay. Take what you got and make it happen. If y'all need somebody to talk to, I'll talk to you now.
And see, the problem is over there, they don't have another receiver besides CD.
Yes, they do. Ooh. We just got to bring him out. Bring him out.
Yo,
it's hard to speak when this barrel. You better come on your ass out there. Come on, Dallas.
But I'm just telling you.
But I like Philadelphia too. That's crazy. I like two teams in the same division. And the reason I like Philadelphia was go get them a black quarterback. You feel me? I love them Atlanta. I thought that boy was gonna go to Atlanta. Who? We just got to talk about Lamar.
Shit, look, he ain't got no talent around it. Shit, he might well say in Baltimore if we gonna do that. Atlanta got a bunch of holes to fill. You take your head Atlanta want to.
Well, what team you think he need? Miami ain't got no. They got a line.
Team, Miami right there. Miami playoff. Miami got received. They got the two fastest receivers in the league.
So do y'all? Oh,
so
yeah.
you put
hey, my niggas.
They got two of the fastest receivers.
But they ain't gonna, Miami, can you meet that?
Yeah, that's what they talking about. Look, they got
okay. He got Tyreek Hill.
They got the fastest running back in the league, and then you put the fastest quarterback.
I ain't think.
That's all I'm trying to show you.
My bad.
Speed kills. You can't coach it.
I'm wrong.
So that's why I'm telling you. If he go over there, look chilling. If he go over there, look chilling. That's all I was saying. So, what else? It was something else I wanted. Did you hear about JJ Redick and Perkins? What's his name? Perkins.
Basketball player?
Yeah, Big Perkins. Yeah, but he don't play no more.
Yeah,
they got into
JJ Redick.
JJ Redick,
the basketball player.
Yeah, he played with Duke.
What he fucking Perk for?
They on what they was on, what show? And they got into like a fussing match, bro. But it was JJ Redick, like, I love this show and all this, and I'm not gonna let you sit up here and refer that the white people that vote only vote for the white people when they got to sign a great white hope. They all vote for him to make him get MVP. And I checked it out. So the last 2 years, white dude done won the MVP of the league. The Joker, he done won the last 2 years straight in the whole NBA. And they were like, man, a white person ain't won the MVP since 2007. 2007.
Dirt.
Yeah.
Dirt.
2007 was Dirt.
Yeah.
All right. So I went deeper behind Dirt. It was Nash.
Steve Nash
mm-hmm. Won before Dirt. And then you go back behind that, it was Stockton.
John Stockton.
And then you go behind that, Larry Bird in the 80s.
Okay.
But they was sure they said anytime they got somebody they think the Great White Hope, all of them vote for him to make him they got the fuss on that. He like, man, I went out, Perkins like, how deep it, man, I went off facts. And he like, no, you gonna be saying we racist and all that. They going at it on the set. I was like, ooh.
How do either one of them know how anybody vote?
Man, I don't know.
So all that speculation.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing. The whole NBA, you gonna tell me the Joker is the best player in the league? That's what you gonna tell me? The Joker is the best player in the NBA. Do what you gonna tell me?
I mean, you have to check the stats or what determines the best player in the NBA.
I don't know, but I'm talking about eyeball. You even tell me Joker is the best player in the NBA. It's no one. It's no one.
I mean, okay. Let me say this. Let me say it like this. Let's all remember.
Yeah.
Let's all remember. We're gathered here today to remember that the NBA is a corporation. Even though it's a game that's being played and getting paid, it's a corporation.
I got you.
And if this corporation see fit to bring engagements in the ways they need to bring engagement, they're gonna do it.
Who you think the best center in the NBA?
It doesn't matter.
I just who you think.
The best center to me, I don't know, man. At first I thought it was Giannis.
Now look center though.
What is it?
A forward.
Well, shit.
You got what's name? People like what's name?
Embiid.
Embiid. Though.
Yeah, I like Embiid too. Okay, I know Embiid. I like that boy with Denver.
That's the Joker. That's the Joker.
Yeah, I like the Joker.
That's who they give the MVP.
He good.
Yeah, I'm not taking away saying he ain't good.
I like the one with what them boy with Pierce. I can't think of the name.
But yeah, you know, Simmons becoming a dime breed. It ain't too many, you know. Good.
Shit, I like Kevin Durant. He ain't nothing but a damn Simmons.
I mean,
but you were just finna go into. Yeah. These 7-footers gonna be able to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not classified as a center.
No,
even what's name? He don't want to play for the Lakers. Davis.
Yeah,
he don't want to play center.
Davis.
Yeah, but you're a center, man. He want to play the 4. You're a center, man. Like real talk.
What it's gonna end up is being 1, 2, 3, and a 4 and 4.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no designated center. You're gonna be to have 2 tall motherfuckers down there, but you're gonna have 2 tall, talented, elusive and maneuver motherfuckers down there.
You saw Kevin Durant got traded to.
Yeah, man, I love that trade.
You like Phoenix?
I love that trade.
You think they win?
I love that. I want them to win.
You want them to win?
I want Chris Paul.
Chris Paul to get one.
I want the dude. I remember the dude from West Virginia. Chris Paul.
No,
he ain't go to West Virginia.
No, he was.
That was Tim Duncan.
Yeah. No. Tim Duncan and Chris Paul went to the same college.
Where they went?
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest.
It's not that Wake College. Yeah.
Was it Wake Forest? Let me count.
I'm an ACC dude, so I know.
What college did Tim Duncan go to?
Chris Paul used to give.
Oh, it might be Wake. It is.
It was. Look, Chris Paul used to give North Carolina
Tim Duncan, my man. Yeah.
I used to watch these. Okay. They used to give these niggas the blues, so I know what they do.
Okay.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind Chris Paul getting one. I wouldn't even be mad. Phoenix.
He just that type of dude to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like the way. I like that he got a tenacity about him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like the other dude, Devin Booker.
Yeah, Booker. Boy, flat out score.
Man,
he can flat out score.
Man, listen. I just.
They got a good team.
And then with
they got a big man with Durant. They got what's the name? The big center?
But Anton. What's the name? Anton.
Whatever.
Man, I like
you
him
got a big
too.
number 22. Got a big.
They
got a good team.
I like. You see, I'm paying attention.
Yeah, I see. I'm checking out. Yeah. So they got a good team.
I'm seeing them now. I'm seeing because they could have if Chris Paul stay healthy, man. I just want him to stay healthy, man. Come on.
Yeah. So it's coming down to the stretch. I know it's a lot of Laker fans. I think they said Lakers in the 12th spot, and then my boy got hurt. My boy. No. So LeBron hurt. I think he got hurt a little bit. Hurt his knee or something. But they coming down the stretch. They might not make the playoffs.
Well, you got to get up. I mean,
I think LeBron trying to hold on to the sun and get there.
I mean, at this time, man, I like LeBron. I mean, Mike is my man, because that was
Mike
but that was just the era I was in there. I hadn't really got into this basketball, but I like LeBron not only On the court,
We
I
like
like
his
off the court.
humanitarian. We like his humanitarian.
Yeah, off the court is what I really admire. But on the court, you know, I done seen it, been there, done that about the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Off the court, I love this dude.
Yeah.
From what I see.
You talking line.
Yeah, I love this dude.
Hey, look at man. We're finna get ready to get out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna step on.
And we enjoyed everybody, man. Thank y'all.
Hey, Amy. Girl, you so crazy.
You crazy, man.
You so crazy.
So look, man. Y'all tune in, man. Every Wednesday night, man. You know, if you can share our page,
and
man.
Amy come on every, you know what I'm saying?
Subscribe every morning at 6 a.m. in the morning.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all come on, let's make some more things happen.
So look, we finna get ready to get out of here, man. And we love y'all, man.
Subscribe, share.
You know what I'm saying? Feel it.
Yeah, the hunt is on. Every step I take is with my gauge. I'm selling dope. I can't live on fucking minimum wage. A young black man, now you know what that means, G.